Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Sorry. Today I kind of, sadly I went to the gym sort of late today. Like, the reason I don't do these art streams on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays is because I go to the gym to do weights at like 9 in the morning, so that kind of like cuts into the morning. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays I do cardio and I do them early. So they tend to be very, it's a lot easier for me because I can start early and whatnot. But yesterday I didn't have power at home throughout the whole morning. And so my afternoon I just had to sit down and do other things. Today I'm skipping the study part for this stream, and I'm just gonna jump and do something simple because in about hour and a half I have to go do something. But what we'll do is I'm going to give myself, like, usually I do like an hour, right, for the drawing. I'm gonna give myself like an hour and a half because this time around I want to do 2 characters, and then I want to also do like a simple background. So we'll see how that turns out. If it comes out sketchy, it comes out sketchy. We'll see. But just give me a moment while I gather some. Oh, it's Tiger! Hey, Tiger! Thanks for the follow. But I'm going to set up some references for myself in discard. Oh, thank you. You're my favorite short. Discard autosave warning. Discard. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some references really quick. I don't know how this is gonna come out, but I'm not particularly concerned that it looks good or not. I just want something fun. Second. What's up? Morning, good morning, good morning. Morning. So the idea is, someone had suggested that I draw Luko and Shota together. So I had I remember the Takeria Goku, and I was thinking of like, oh, that would be funny if I drew them walking by it. So I'm probably just gonna draw that. So I think I'm gonna give myself like, I would say like an hour and a half is fine, right? I might get the sizes a little bit wrong in terms of like how tall they are or whatever, because I'm sort of see, where's my timer? Alright, we're gonna give ourselves about an extra half hour. Okay, start. And I'm gonna grab my... Start with drawing the perspective. I'm just gonna make it easy for myself. We're gonna tie. Just gonna make me sketch. Further back. Am I left-handed? I'm right-handed. That's good enough. Turn this off. I'm just gonna pretty quickly sketch the guy that I'm gonna draw has to look crusty as shit. Yeah, Norian. I'm gonna make this super quickly. Because I'm probably just gonna make this lighter. Steve. Because these drawings always look like shit. Hey, Toka. I'll fill it out. Like this. Yeah, it is. Kebab Saiyajin. in 30 minutes I should have both characters kind of sketched out, and then I can refine it in another half hour and then just splash some colors and then make it across the... Now draw a perfect circle without the tools. Yeah. Fuck. Whatever. I can draw it on paper. On a tablet is a little bit harder for me, but I gotta practice it. And that's gonna haunt me for the rest of the day. Yeah, welcome to the stream. I've been like meaning to do another randomized run of OOT Zelda. I know this is Majora, but Majora isn't really particularly to my taste. I learned how to play Mahjong yesterday thanks to Fub, and I kind of like it, but I need to play more of it. I have something cursed as well. Here, let me play this. Cute sounds, yeah. I love speaky. I know some people hate speaky, but I love speaky. It's like I've been catching up with like Koreans and Japanese people making like speaky memes, and they're crazy. There's a video called Speaky's Got Talent, that's been like that I saw, and I'm like, oh no, Speaky, because she's playing like RuneScape music, and they start. If you're familiar with like America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent or whatever, they like there's like judges that put X, like, you know, they approve or they deny. They were denying her. I'm like, oh no, she's trying her best. I don't keep up with TV stuff, smooth brain. I mean, I haven't seen TV in years, but I do remember watching a lot of those like game shows or talent shows or whatever. They're kind of old at this point. Speaking of shows, we still need to get around the Pony Awards. Oh yeah, that's true. We do need to do that. The last time I asked you how to beat the mental block of drawing, it helps me a lot. It's a shame that Mugenics came out so good. I'm avoiding specifically buying Mugenics most on two levels. One, I know it's going to be addicting, and two, I just don't really want to spend money on things. Like, I already have a ton of games, so I need to just play those. Once I finish a few of the games that I have on the docket, then I'll consider buying Mugenics or like anything new, really. I can vicariously watch other people play it and then just be like, oh, that looks good, that looks fun, and then I'll pick it up whenever time comes around. I actually never played Binding of Isaac, so it's not like I have like this thing where I'm like, oh shit, it's the guy. I did play Super Meat Boy like once, many years ago. But what do you mean, Genix? Because I'm already addicted to Isaac, I don't need a second crack addiction. I'm picking up new things every day, and I'm like, I barely have time to, like, play everything. So I'm not gonna pick up something that's just gonna eat my time. I'm almost tempted to make it Taqueria Tum Tum Sahur, but I'm just gonna keep it Goku, because it's very Latino. More so than anything. Plus, I hate the AI memes. I think most of them are just stupid. Armando Mendoza. Julio. Now, this might not make any sense to anyone that's not a Latino, but there's a singer called Julio Iglesias, and there is a very Latino meme, like at least from the parts that I'm at, where like every June when it's coming to an end, where like June is gonna come to an end, people start sending, oh, Julio is coming, which is July in English, but it's so stupid. It's like ya viene Julio, and it's such a it's so stupid it comes around as being funny. Like, it's so unfunny, it's funny. Yeah, se va Julio, arranca Julio. It's so stupid. Like, out of everything that my family sends, it's like it's my favorite to hate, but also love secretly. I don't send them myself, but I quietly enjoy it. Because it's like, I don't want to, have them think I'm enjoying this. Because that means more of it, and I think I don't want the joke to overstay its welcome. Like, that's my problem, it's that my family, when, like, you laugh at a joke, they'll burn it to the ground. And like, I pretend I find certain things not funny because I don't want to ruin it. Hey, Eddie. Welcome. Man, I could really go for some tacos, but I gotta behave. I'm being very strict with my diet because I want to cut, and it's painful because you have to like watch the calories that you're eating like very closely, and I started questioning everything, and I'm just like nothing worth its salt is easy. At the very least, the hard part for me is done, which was losing a ton of excess weight. Now it's just a part of trying to manage it, but also cut, and then also be more aware of what I'm doing. Oh, I love eating, but the thing is, I'm kind of equating this to to having like a mental fortitude where like I explained last stream, I work out my mind and my body. I want to be better at art, so I practice every day that I can. And another thing is, I also want to work on my body because I don't want to neglect it. They both have to be good for me to, you know, move forward. Because I know of a bunch of artists that are like in extremely good shape, and I'm like, well, why can't I do that? And I can. And I don't need to sacrifice one or the other. They can both be in balance. I just need to behave. The days that I don't work out, well, that's fine. I can balance out with a good diet. Sound soul dwells in sound mind and sound body. Yeah. And I feel good about myself. Like I look at myself in the mirror and like I can see my abs start to form. And that shit feels good. Or at least my abs are there because I can feel them. It's just that there's a layer of fat on top of it still. I just need to get rid of it. Yeah. And then my arms are starting to shape up. Like without flexing too much, I can feel my biceps and I look at myself and I feel good in a way that I haven't pretty much ever, I think. I dwelt in self-loathing for many years, and I just like for the last few years I've decided like I can't like mope around or like I can't like there are things about myself that I can change, and I'm gonna take action on that. And so like that's kind of like my mindset. And yeah, I'm not much of a workout person, but like I don't like lifting heavy things and putting them down. That's like my least favorite activity. I like walking as a workout because I can just like put music on and then come up with scenarios or think of ideas or just like come up with like nonsense things in my head. But then, you know, I get home and I'm just like, oh, okay, you know, I worked out, I feel good. But weightlifting is like a very necessary thing. And I've been just like making sure that I feel like I can go on autopilot for working out, so that like, yeah, I don't like it as much, but I understand the reasons of why I need this. It's a little too wide. Let's You know what's funny to me? That it's like the difference of where different cultures get their memes from, where a lot of Latinos, like Latin America, mostly gets its memes from Instagram. Like Facebook, Meta, like whatever you call it, has such a stronghold in Latin America. It's like crazy. Most of the like the good shit that I find, or like, well, that my brothers send me or like my family shares, is like directly only from Instagram. I don't think I've ever seen anyone in my family ever use Twitter to share a meme, or like even a lot of my friends from here. They never like share anything from Twitter or like anywhere else. Like not even TikTok, and TikTok is huge. And I know that my brother's wife uses TikTok a lot, and she like sends stuff sometimes, but nobody like, they're like, hey, Instagram is much better, and then they just keep using Instagram. I think I've talked about this, but my family has two, for whatever reason, my family has two chats. We have one on WhatsApp, and then we have another one on Instagram. For what, same company, same shit. But it's so that they can directly share stuff from Instagram. That's generally the consensus. Because a serious conversation, like, I don't understand why we have two chats, really. I barely keep up with one because I kind of avoid looking at my phone too many times. I don't even check Instagram. I only check it a few times, and his hand is fucked. What's the morning brain rot? I have my own kind of brain rot. Like, people in the States use it, but it's not in the same way that we use it. The WhatsApp one is the actual chat, the Instagram one is the meme and bullshit one. We've gotten into political discussions in the Instagram one. So it's because the thing is, it's like it's not technically us that we use it a lot. It's my dad and my youngest brother. They send Instagram memes all the time. Yeah, I the little brain cells that I have left, I just put them towards art and then, getting in shape and some other creative endeavors, but that's it. I don't have the brain power for anything else. But it's... And keep in mind, the political discussions we get into is not like the ones that you would usually get with like extended family members. It's mostly like, I have two family members that live in Europe. Two of my brothers live in Europe, so they get into not heated arguments. It's just like actual discussion about things that are going there and the differences between here and there and stuff like that. So it's not like the same kind that you would have with extended family or whatever. We typically avoid those kinds of discussion. We just share shit posts. And then my brothers and I have our own chat on WhatsApp, but we send spicier things there. Or we just talk about like, oh, what are we getting dad? Or what are we getting mom? Or what are we going to do with this? Or I'm going to be here. Do you guys want to come? Or whatever. That kind of stuff. It's almost done. Let me see if I can... This might be a little too big. I'm going to crop it a little bit. I'm going to be smart. I'm going to add like a... Damn it. I hate drawing feet, but... I think like cropping the feet out is going to make the piece look weird. Oh my god, I found something amazing earlier. I think it was last night. A legendary algorithm pool on YouTube, and it was someone had edited the Sopranos and TNG, Star Trek, and it was like the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Maybe I can show it later. Killed 16 Cardassians. He's an interior decorator. I don't know if fucking The Sopranos is a great show. TNG is also a great show. It's insane, and like the level of work and quality that it is. It's not even like AI. It's there's some minor use of AI, but for like voices and stuff. It's not like it's one of those. I made sure to watch it, and like I watched it again this morning so that I get more of it. And the person had made a few more episodes of it. The one that I watched was 13 minutes long, and it's like 13 minutes of like god tier editing. It's insane. I think Shota's done. I think that's pretty good. Yes, I have. I want to do it. I'll probably do it today, later, after lunch, as another thing. But I need to practice heads today, so after lunch, I have a few things I need to get done. So we'll see. Hello. Hello, hello. I have my university begging me to join the advisory crowd for whatever reason. Like they have an alumni advisory crowd council, and I'm like, don't just stop insisting on sending me email. First of all, they beg for money, for donation money. It's like, dude, I still haven't paid. I still have student debt. Like, why would you go away? I'm not gonna give you money, and like. Their donation's like, all right, okay, let's say I want to donate. How much? It's like, well, the minimum is like, it was like $10,000, and I'm like, fuck off. I'm not giving you that amount of money. You think I have that money? I'm not giving you that money. If I had that money, I'm not giving you that money. Like, I like my college and everything, but no. No, 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 no. The only reason you would donate to a school other than, like, you feel like you want your entire family to go there, that and, like, the school doesn't already get enough funds, so you want to donate so that it improves the conditions of the school. But it always baffles me when they ask for money, because universities are fucking expensive in the US. And it's like, are you not, like, how are you not, like, why are you still asking for money? Like, I can understand public schools or public colleges, but if you're like a private college or a private university, why in the fuck are you asking for money? Especially when you have a lot of universities that get a lot of grants and stuff. Like, I can understand companies providing grants because they want talent from a certain university, but the ones that have, like, the football programs, they make millions upon millions with the NCAA. It's like the sports programs in any university, if they're good enough, it genuinely generates so much money that the students never see a cent of. And that shit's baffling to me. Because it's like, to me, like, the weird thing about that is that those sports program makes a ton of money and they pay like humongous salaries to coaches. I'm sure, like, some of that money goes back to the program, but my god. It's not wide enough yet. There we go. Completely off topic, do you have any recommendations for drawing a centaur? Let me pause this for a moment then. All right, pause. With a centaur, I'm gonna draw this as crudely as possible. So you have the horse, right? It's gonna look like shit because I haven't drawn a horse in a little bit, but my recommendation for drawing centaurs is this. Let's say, okay. let's say this is a properly drawn horse, right? What I recommend you do is just, sorry, you grab this and just go, you know, take it off. And then when you draw a person on top, you kind of just add the upper part there. So you add the upper part here. And you want to I mean, it really depends on your preference, but typically I prefer stopping at where the pelvic area would start, and then this would be kind of like where the chest of the horse would start, like of the horse part would start. And kind of also like the size of the body kind of depends on how big you want either or. The bigger the torso, or like the body, the human part is, the smaller the horse body's gonna look. If you want them to look like a huge and imposing centaur, you would make their on ratio, you would make their bodies, like their human parts, smaller, but you can extend the torso, and then they have the impression that they look taller without compromising the ratio of the body. At least that's how I perceive it. Someone else that's a better expert on this would be, but that's kind of like my 2 cents on it. Also, keep in mind, horse bodies are not rigid, right? They're like, some people draw, I've seen some people like draw like a horse body like this, when in reality, you have to take into account that the horses have a spine, right? And that slumps because their body is heavy. So they will have like a slump. And then you have the rump slump. You know, it slumps all the way, and then you have the horse butt, and then that goes up. So it's like you go there, and then like that. Remember, everything has an inside and a skeleton. So, you know, that spine like that, and then, you know, however the bones work. But I hope that's helpful. All right, let's resume. It generally is up to your preferences, but what I recommend you do is just like mix and match, and then see what you like the most. Like, you can stop, like, it. I mean, you can get creative as heck, right? With centaurs, like, you don't have to, like, you can stop at where, you know, you can stop a little before this area here, and then just start kind of like around here, and then blend it in with the chest or whatever. Like, it just really depends. Or you don't even have to draw a centaur. You could probably just do like one of those satyrs, I think it's what it's called. And then you don't have to draw like a full horse body if you don't want to. But preferably, even if it's harder, I would draw the horse. I think maybe next week I could try and do a centaur for the hour. Centaur Roz? I had a joke of like, you know, like the meme, oh, like she's sneezing or whatever. I thought of like doing that for Roz. But it's like, no, he's actually sneezing, but it's also snoo time. But it's like all cropped. Wonder what Cool Kyo thinks of like these. I mean, I don't think he's seen it. He's busy, but it'd be funny like what he thinks of the Latina Lucoa. I probably he would appreciate it, even though he might not understand. But I was about to say about eco centaurs or at sea centaurs. You mean like mermaids and stuff? Fish. What do you call a fish without a knife? Hey chat, what is a frog's favorite cola? A Coca-Cola. Yeah, Ross, we dropping you melted cheese for that one. It's not even my joke. A friend made that joke, and I've been using that one for quite a while now. The context in which he told the joke is also funny, because he was playing TF2 and there was a guy that had a name called Funny Frog, and then they're like asking him, "Hey, say a funny joke," and the guy was like stuck in chat, like he couldn't come up with one. And then my friend goes like, "Oh, what's a frog? Like, what's a frog's favorite cola?" And then he's like, "Coca-Cola." And then the guy just changed his name from Funny Frog to Frog, and everyone was like, "No, keep it." He's like, "No, I don't deserve it." brother's addicted. Also, like another thing that started happening this week, my brother's addicted to Yakuza. He started playing like a dragon, which is very good. And he's like, what the fuck's going on? And I'm like, well, welcome to the world of Yakuza. And I started like, oh, I should probably pick those games up back again. And I started reading where like, oh, you know, the studio is like doing like something scummy where like they're delisting the games. And I'm like, oh fuck, am I gonna lose access to them? And I still have the original Kiwami, so I'm good. But it sucks for anyone that won't be able to experience the games in, you know, a legal manner. Oh, he started with the 7-1 Kiwami, currently rewriting the whole... Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, if he can't get his hands on the original Kiwamis, I'll just share him my Steam. And he can use that instead. I love Yakuza 0. It's probably one of my favorite games. Like, not just from the Yakuza series, just in general. It's so good. Oh, he found out about the chicken, like, early on. He's like, what the fuck? Why can't I hire a chicken for my business in, like, a dragon? Because it's, like, a running gag, and he doesn't know that it's a running gag. And I'm just like, I'm not even telling him, just like, you should play the other ones. And he's like, oh, shit. Like, that's all I'm gonna play this year, then. Yakuza games. Because he's, like, playing it nonstop, and he's like, there's so much fucking content. And I'm like, yep, that's every game. And it's not, like, reuse content, necessarily. It's, like, usually fresh. Like, it doesn't, like the gimmicks and shit don't overstay their welcome. They're very good about it. I'd play Kiwami 3, but some stuff got taken out. Also, the actor they put in the game makes me think, yeah. No, that's why, like, I have the original ones still on my Steam account. And I think there are mods to restore anything that might have been cut out. Alright, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. Sleep well. I have a physical copy of the 3, 4, and 5 games, thankfully. Yeah, if push comes to shove, I'll buy the original ones, because I think I still have my PS4, which does play PS3 games. But I also have a PS3, so if I have to go back and buy those games physically to re-experience them the way that they were, you know, they were intended to be played, then sure. You managed to get the RGG half on PS3? No, I didn't. My experience with Yakuza games were on Steam, actually, my first time. So I never got around to buying them originally. Oh no, I'm talking about the PS4 collection bundle. Pretty sure it still sells for cheap. Oh, I can go check it out. I'll see if it's on Amazon or somewhere. If it's not being scalped. Think I'm able to make time with this? Probably not. See how much we can get done here. I don't know what to... I could go for her usual attire. But... give her... something more... Not a ton. Not a bad idea. I haven't checked out anything yet. I have a few messages on Discord already that I haven't read since I started the stream, so... I gotta move this along, so... keep this simple. Hold on, I gotta text a friend about something. Alright, Norian, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. want to give her a purse, so we're gonna give her like the really big. Has everything purse. Or void purse, as I call it, because I don't know how moms can fit everything in there. Okay. I give her some. Not high heel, just a little bit platformy, right? And then there's just gonna be boots at this point, because I don't feel like drawing everything. Okay. Alright, now we can color them. Let me make sure that this is here. Let's grab the references so that I can just color pick and then not have to open new files and shit. I'm gonna keep the color simple because due to lack of time. I think I wasted too much time building the anatomy out, which is something I need to work on. But hey, for an hour and a half, it's not too shabby. Especially this is like this is an attempt to try to put things in perspective. If I don't make time, I will go out of my way to finish this up after lunch. And then obviously it's going to go up, and then I'm going to do other things that I need to work on, like my head studies and stuff. And also, moving forward next week, I'm going to change up my hour thing into something different. Instead of like timing myself for an hour, I'm gonna do something different, I think, because I need to. It's like, okay, I'm gonna use a gym analogy. It's like working out. Once you get comfortable with something, like let's say you're lifting 20 pounds. When you get comfortable with the 20 pounds, it's not gonna be heavy for you anymore. I might cut it down to 30 minutes. So even if I don't color something, I'm going to focus on just building the sketch out and getting the main ideas out. And then I'll be able to do 2 drawings for the price of 1 hour. And I also want to start practicing styles that I like from artists that I like. So I might start. Another thing that I'm talking a lot, but another thing that I wanted to do was like maybe make a comic on stream. And even if it takes me the course of a few months, like doing it twice a week in the morning or something like that instead of a warm-up. I think I have a comic that I want to do, and then maybe, I mean, not that it would work, but since I'm going to Japan, why not? Why the hell not? I have some connections there that I could ask for, interviews with publishing companies that I could be like, hey, I have this one shot I want to publish. Even if it ends up being like a web thing, but hey, worth a shot. Or if I have to self-publish it, that's fine. But I want to start doing ideas that I've already had and execute on them that are not overly complicated, that I can do like on stream or something like that. One challenge I like from a long time ago I used to do is draw random lines and imagine something out of it. That one's pretty good. Let's see. Let me grab Shota because I also want to make sure that I have the appropriate color scheme for him. I'm trying to think as little as possible. Don't forget to set up multi-streaming in Picardo later today if you find the time for stream. Yes, so today I want to stream 2 3 games that I have on the docket. So one of them is a strategy game that is actually really amazing in terms of presentation. I don't know how it necessarily plays. I think it's called Witch Curse or something like that. It's like a tactics game but with cards. And I want to try it out. They have a demo that's like 20 minutes, I think, or like an hour or two. And then there's another game that put out a demo recently that's called NaruIDEA. And I also want to check that one out and see, you know, maybe introduce it to you guys. But it all depends because I'm also in an art mood. So I might move it to a Saturday or something. It just kind of, in my day-to-day, it changes a lot. And usually so one of the things that I've been trying to do is like be consistent with at least streaming art twice a week. And I'm already getting into the habit of it. Yesterday I couldn't, sadly, because power went out for most of the morning, but I've been really enjoying it. And I think these sessions have helped me out because I've been getting in the habit of just like drawing and just working on my art and getting things done. Though, some days I might not be, I'm starting to like, okay, what I should do is some days I might not feel like talking too much, but I can use those days to just focus and then just like reply to chat every once in a while, or have something that says mic on or like focus mode, and then, you know, not really talking too much, because generally I'm not very good at multitasking. Okay. And then we go ahead here. His mouth is like this. I'm not, you know, too concerned. Give her mouth the same color. Just save myself a headache. And then grab this. That. Okay. Then we grab this yellow here. Give him the sparklies. Is she coming off as a mom, like scolding her son? Is that what it's like? That's kind of like the vibe I want to give. I'm not sure if that's coming off right. Like, I want that to be communicated despite language barriers. I'd recommend some dialogue marks from her mouth. True. Like, there's gonna be dialogue that I'm gonna add, but from a purely body language point, like, I want this to be readable, because that's another thing that I need to improve on, and it's like making things feel a little bit more believable than I usually draw them. Like, when you look at something, you can get something out of it without understanding the language that it's written on. I think I'm at least going to be able to do flats, which is good. Hey, yeah, easy cheese. Stream. Pronouns? He, him. You can use whatever, but he, him. I mean, it is what it is. They're being polite. It doesn't bother me. They want to be polite, and that's fine. Okay, so now I need to make sure that I have this here. She had... Yeah, so this blue here. Let's go over here. And... you need to clean this up here. And let's see. Oh, right. Okay, so I have this little area over here that I neglected. So let's go ahead and go. I'm not gonna like wander too much what I'm gonna give her for clothing. I kind of want her to just have like a modified version of her usual attire, which is just like the tank top. Because I think, like, the simpler an outfit, I think the better. Then I'm not too worried about, like, oh, it's this, it's that. And for something like this, I'm not, like, doing, like, a locked-in thing. I'm just doing something that is a simplified version. I do want to do like a locked-in piece that's like mine completely. But I still have to like determine a few things. Like I'm overthinking it, but I like want to do something where like I can take 12 hours or so. But I haven't decided what I want to do or who I want to do, stuff like that. And that's not something I want to figure out when I am starting the piece. Like that, all that takes some planning, and I have to. Oh shit! Completely forgot this one. The horns are important. We got 4 minutes left on the clock. I like, here's my okay, I have a paradox, right? Snake, you've been to the time paradox. My problem with long pieces is that I tend to overdo them. In terms like, I overthink what I'm doing instead of just naturally working my way through an art piece. And with these ones, I've been like just cracking them, and they come out like, obviously like sketchy as hell, and they're not perfect, but I really enjoy them, and like I don't overthink them. I end up with something a little better than I would have hoped. Because I'm not overthinking it. I'm thinking about the vibe in general rather than like, this has to be perfect. And that's the thing that I've been trying to improve. Where like, this has to be as best as I can make it, but I'd also like have to be aware that there are fun things I can do in the process. So sometimes I end up disliking the longer pieces that I make rather than the ones that are the shortest. Okay, so we're gonna go. Yeah. 7. For me, it's always I do enjoy the process of not like of taking my time with things rather than having to rush it. But also, like, sketching is fun. Like, when you're just, like, trying to zip zoom is fun. What's this? Do like a layer, and then we do this. Circle within the circle, and then do this. believe it's like a red here. It's almost time, so I'm gonna grab something really quick, and we're gonna dark green pants. Oh shit. Alright, that's time. I didn't manage to get a ton done. Well, it's sorta, right? At least the characters are flatted. It's pretty good. Let's see, 1 hour and a half. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's see. Let's add a few things before I head out. So I'm going to look at my reference here. So the ground was kind of gray, but I'm gonna go for like yellowish gray, right? And then I'm gonna grab it. No, that's this one. And then this one specifically was kind of like a white, but we're gonna go for, I'm gonna say like something a little bit more bluish. And then we're gonna grab that, and then this. And then I'm going to, but it should look dirty, right? Because that's kind of like the vibe of it. So you go grab kind of like a little bit of dirt color gray. Oh, it's on multiply, no wonder. Oh. I do have another one here that I can use for this. And I think maybe it's a little... No, I think that's fine. Because then you can have a little bit of dialogue here. It's good enough. Okay. Alright. I have to head out because I have to go make lunch and do a couple of other things, but I'm going to finish this. I'm going to add like simple shadows and lighting, and then make the crusty Goku kind of look less crusty. And then get this finished. But thank you guys for joining. I'm sorry that it's it's a short stream, but I promise that I will try to do a longer one next week. Or maybe this weekend, who knows? Maybe I do a locked-in piece, but we'll see. But yeah, appreciate you guys joining. I will see you guys maybe tonight, hopefully, for some indie games. If not, for sure tomorrow. So, I'll catch you guys later.